Hello, and welcome to The Current. I am your host, Giancarlo Franzisi, and we have a great show for you all today. Today's topic, the music scene right here in Wilmington. Let's head over to Jack Patterson with local band promoter Reed Ferrow.
Thanks, Giancarlo. Today I'm joined by Reed Ferrow, who's co-founder of the Port City Experiment. Hey Reed, thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me, Jack.
So, what exactly is the Port City Experiment, and how did you get your start?
So the Port City Experiment, it's a local group of UNCW students who are dedicated to promoting and cultivating a collaborative music scene in the Wilmington area using just some of the amazing talent that we have around here, along with the venues and bars that allow us to have that music there.
And who all is involved in the PCE?
As far as the ownership goes, it's me and my friend Trent. We met freshman year in Galloway. And we have our director of cinematography, which is our good friend Lily. She's in the film school here too. And then our graphic designer Connor, he's the one who works on most of our posts and gets those flyers up for us and whatnot. And then we have just our close group of friends that really, promote for us, put us on their story and look out for us.
Cool. And so what was your inspiration for starting the PCE?
Yeah, so I go to Boone a lot. My girlfriend goes to App State, and so at least twice a month I'm up there just hanging out. And their music scene up there is something else. It's amazing. All of the bands up there are super collaborative.
Yeah.
There's an environment where everyone wants to go out and see this live music. And that was really a big inspiration because I knew we had these bands in Wilmington, and I knew that we had all of that talent. There wasn't just a whole lot of organization to it yet and use of social media to make it prominent to the local community.
Interesting. So how long would you say it took before you established yourself as an organization in the local music scene?
So Trent, the other owner of the PCE, at his house downtown before he moved, there was a lot of bands such as Ridgewood and Free Drinks that would just play there for a house show, and there was no cover charge or anything. We just wanted to hear music.
Yeah.
So we already had an introduction to the local music scene through our friends in the community. But once we started our Instagram last year in January, once we got the Instagram up and going, there was bands that would come to us and they would contact us wanting to play. And so we kind of just, go through social media to find all of these talents.
Interesting. And so do you have any plans for the future of the PCE, expansion or anything like that?
We would like to develop a framework that would allow other cities to use that same framework to cultivate a music scene like this, but we would also like the Port City Experiment to be something equatable to the Azalea Festival. When you come to Wilmington, there's a few things you think about. The Azalea Festival is one of them, and that has a big music act at the end of it, and we'd like to be, oh, let's go see the PCE show.
Yeah, so you're looking to be like a Wilmington staple.
Yeah, it would be awesome.
Yeah. And so far, what has been your favorite event that the PCE has hosted?
Well, I hope my landlord never sees this. We did one house show, which was the one right before we got a citation. And we had over, I think, 250 people in our backyard at once just to see Ridgewood play.
Yeah.
And I was stressing the entire time, but looking back at it and seeing all of those crazy pictures of what my backyard looked like, that was super inspiring and really awesome to see.
And correct me if I'm wrong, that was pretty much when you guys were getting your start, right?
Oh yeah, that was like our second show.
And so what a way to start it out.
Yeah.
So what would you say has been your biggest obstacle in your journey?
I'd say the biggest obstacle we face is really just getting that initial start. Because you have to start somewhere.
Yeah.
But when you're doing something like this, you have to take that first step to reach out to all of these venues and to be able to reach out to the bands and establish that connection with them so that they trust you and they want to play for you. And then I think we already had enough friends that really did trust us, but getting those people that we didn't know.
Because you were basically starting from scratch, right?
I mean, no one knew who we were.
Yeah, nobody knew who you were. So you had to get your name out there and get people to know who you were and get people to trust that you knew what you were doing. And you would say that was the biggest obstacle?
Yeah, absolutely. I think we know what we're doing now.
And so what would you say after all that, after everything you've been through so far, something that you wish you knew starting out, like a piece of advice or maybe like something about this industry that you're in that you would give to another person who's trying to start something like the PCE?
I think the biggest thing would to always put the people who are playing the music and the people who are allowing the music to be played first. Mm-hmm. You know, it's at the end of the day, it's really not about us. That wasn't the intention of the PCE. You know, we want these bands to prosper, and we want these bands to have a large local audience that wants to go see them, and that really connects with them when they go see their shows.
Yeah, so make it about the music, not about yourself.
I feel like a lot of people get lost in the, oh, I'm the PCE, you know, or I'm the blank or whatever.
Yeah.
And we'll start to forget that, you know, you're not doing this for you. You're doing this for the bands and for the music.
Awesome. Yes. Well, up next is Bennett Hare with a little game to play with today's guest, just to see how much Reed really knows about the music industry. No pressure.
Thank you, Jack. For today's Wave Watch, we have our new feature game, Wavelength. I will ask our guest a question, and he has 5 seconds to guess it correctly. It's like Jeopardy, but there's no money involved if you guess the answer correctly, because we're poor college students. Are you ready, Reed?
Yep, I guess.
All right, question 1. Who is the only female artist that starred in the most recent Super Bowl? We have A, Mary J. Blige. B.
A.
Correct. Excellent. Question 2. Who was the top-selling artist in the music industry in 2021? A, Taylor Swift. B, The Weeknd. C, The Chainsmokers. Or D, Justin Bieber.
Taylor Swift.
Correct again.
Let's go.
That's 2 right so far. Question 3. What was the most streamed song on Spotify last year? A, Blinding Lights by The Weeknd. B, Driver's License by Olivia Rodrigo. C, Stay by Justin Bieber. Or D, Beat It by Michael Jackson.
Olivia Rodrigo.
Correct again.
Let's
that is
go.
3 in a row, man. Woo! Got a turkey going on. All right, question number 4. This is a true or false.
Okay.
A person listens to an average of 200 minutes of music on Spotify daily.
True.
False. Oh, got one wrong. The correct answer is 140 minutes. Sorry, man. Question 5, halfway there. What city plus state does a famous EDM house music festival Ultra take place?
Miami, Florida.
Yeah, actually, yeah, that was really clap fast. All right, question number 6. Which popular band from the 90s just came out with a single recently? We have A, Bon Jovi, B, 9 Inch Nails, C, the Red Hot Chili Peppers, or D, Smashing Pumpkins?
Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Yes, sir.
Let's go.
We got question number 7 coming right up. Who was the surprise guest at Super Bowl 56? A, Kendrick Lamar, B, 50 Cent, C, T-Pain, or D, Bad Bunny?
50 Cent.
Dude, yeah, correct.
Yes,
Again,
yes.
Let's go, man. All right, question number 8. What type of music sales generate 88% of sales revenue? A, digital sales, B, shelf sales, C, record sales, or D, single sales?
What was that first one?
Digital sales.
Digital sales.
Yes, sir. Correctamundo. We got question number 9 coming in hot. The Billboard charts only consider albums that are what price and above? A, $2.87, B, $4.59, C, $1.24, or D, $3.49?
B.
Incorrect. It is D, $3.49.
Really?
Yes, sir, unfortunately. And last but certainly not least, this is a true or false. Warning labels on albums are voluntary, such as like the parental advisory sticker.
False.
Wrong again. That is true. Congratulations, Reed. You got 7 out of 10 correct, so you are the first winner of Wavelength. But unfortunately, there is still no cash prize because we are still broke. Back to you, Giancarlo.
Well, that wraps it up for us on this week's episode. Make sure to watch out for the Port City Experiment's upcoming event, the Get Lucky Festival, on March 17th, St. Patrick's Day. More information will be available on their Instagram, the PCE910. Be sure to watch us next week. Until then, I'm Giancarlo Franzisi, and this is The Current. Have a rocking day.
Adam's got it.